Welcome, friends. Today we shall try to avoid dropping a bollock like that again. So let me explain what went on there. Excuse me. I attempted to use this new feature on the YouTube app, which allows you to invite a guest through the app. It didn't work. Everything was higgledy-piggledy. It was upside down. It was back to front. Everything was wrong. So, once again, friends, I have returned. I am sorry about that. Please forgive me, if you will. I completely fucked it. So, sorry about that, friends. Anywho, how are we today? I hope we are well. Having a nice time. I shall start saying hello to everyone in a second. How are we? Enrique? Oh, bollocks. Just throwing things around. Oh. A bit of a strange day. Just banged me funny bone. That hurt. Hello, Michael John. Hello, Dev. Hello, Devon Cross. Welcome. What is going on, everybody? Anybody want to drop in their scent of the day? That would be good. I would appreciate it. Hello, Pat Lester. How art thou? I'm just going to... Hello, Michael John Pradeep. Welcome. Enrique, Perfume Snobs, how are you? Pradeep is in Bois Mysterio. Or Bois Mystique. What's Bois Mystique? Today I am imbibing some different water. Water of a different nature. This is Buxton. It is British mineral water. Tremendous. Today I am wearing Eau de Hermes. Not getting the world's greatest longevity and projection from it, I can't tell a lie. Hello, Graham Howitt. I haven't seen you before. How are you? I hope you are well. Perfume Snobs is wearing Dior Homme 2020. Well, better you than me. I actually have a little decant here, which a lovely young lady from the local Dior counter, or a local Dior counter, gave me. It is going to... Excuse me. It's going to feature in a Dior Homme comparison video where I compare the silver stem, the black stem, and the 2020. Rabbit is wearing Vintage and Taste, 1983. Banging. MJ is wearing the same fragrance as I am. Eau de Hermes Copper Cap. Pradeep says there's a big cumin. Michael John says, has anyone heard of the House Day 3 fragrances? And have you tried any of their perfumes? No and no. Manginosis. I am well and the sun is shining. Excuse me. I am fantastic and I am doing really well. Graham Howard, your channel was mentioned a couple of times on the Les Odorants podcast. Loving the vids I've seen so far. Thank you very much, Graham Howard. And thank you to the Les Odorants. They have been very good to me. Out of no other reason than the goodness of their hearts. Their black, cold, dead hearts. Happy Monday, Anuj. Today has been a bank holiday for us here in the UK, and it has been surprisingly nice weather. The sun is shining. Oh, dear me. Sorry about that. Rich, my scent of the day was a Zaro Pour Homme, says Dev. Jura Rose is threatening to have a nap at 8 o'clock at night, which isn't very clever. But he has just had noodles, which he fucking loves. I am actually wearing the scent you gave away, Mitch. This is him. I have given away much more than just this is him, I can tell you, mate. I can tell you. Rabbit says he picked up some Koros 1992 full. I've got many bottles of Koros. I've actually put up quite a few bottles for sale today. I put up Gucci Pour Homme 1. I put up Ultra Zest. I put up Pure Malt. I put up, By Man's already up for sale though. I put up a Koros Parfums Core, and I put up a Koros Eau de Sport. These things must go. I don't really care for the Eau de Sport. Try to like it. Just, if I'm going to wear it, I'm just going to wear fucking Koros. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Devon says he just had a nap and it was glorious. Where are you putting up these up then, Rich? eBay. If you come to the UK, you can buy them because I cannot ship them outside of the UK unless you have a UK address I can ship to. If you do, I'm happy to sell you them. Off of eBay as well, away from eBay, and do them a bit cheaper. Dusan says, I have Koros Parfums Core, it's very strong. I have the Parfums Core, the Charles of the Ritz, the Sanofi, the Gucci, and the one after that. I've had them all, literally. Charles of the Ritz, I actually prefer the Sanofi to the... I prefer the Sanofi to the... What's it called? The Parfums Core. Devon, if you do have a UK address, email me at this email address on screen right now. Let me know when you've got it. When you have it, email me and we can discuss prices and if you want to buy anything, etc. It's up to you. Welcome everybody who is in here. The scent of the day is strawberry tart. Jesus. I want to arm wrestle you. I don't particularly want to hold your hand, Boz. Got it? Okay. I shall delete that because I don't want weirdos off the internet contacting us. Cologne or lemon, Rich? Gun to your head. Cologne. Absolutely Cologne. Why not? Why don't I want to home? Well, unless you're gay, That doesn't mean I'm homophobic. It just means I don't want to hold your hand. Ooh. Excuse me. On Charles of the Ritz, it says Paris at the bottom. It does. Well, it could mean that. I mean, anything could mean anything, really, though. Didn't wear anything today, but I smell another 13 from my t-shirt all day. I smelled incense rose on my t-shirt all day. This, how about a boxing match? Don't particularly want to strip down to my underwear with you either. Be stuck in a confined space with you. There's something deeply homoerotic about boxing. How about a chess tournament? Well, I mean, there was that guy who had a vibrator up his bum, wasn't there? So I'm not sure about chess either. What made you want to wear rose incense now? I thought it would be a fun experiment to try. I was wrong. A tennis match. A tennis match with your short shorts, holding your big, stiff racket. No thanks. I love that Hermes Duchan, says Perfume Snobs. Boxing is homoerotic, you Rich? Wait until you compete in jiu-jitsu. I'll be doing nothing of the sort, mate. I can barely walk in a straight line. In fact, I'm just not even sure I can walk in a straight line. Hello, Germs. You are wearing Comme des Garçons black. How nice. That's a dark fragrance to be wearing this time of year as well, isn't it? I'm shook. I need to sort out the thumbnail. Scent of that match would be Hold My Pipe by Anna's Warinjinara. How much do you weigh, Mitch? And in pounds, if you don't know kilos? I do know kilos. It's about 114 kilos. I'm a big lad, 6'2", and built like a house. I'm a big unit, mate. I used to be extremely athletic as well, until I got a rare type of fucking arthritis. In me spine, no less. Oh, I don't recommend it. Rich, did you ever try any Le Labo? I noticed you don't have any bottles from them. I have tried Le Labo. I don't like Le Labo, I've got to be honest. Because I've got muscles as well, I'm just covered in a layer of blubber. You know what I mean? I'm solid muscle under the fat. You know? Friends, if liking streams is your idea of a good Monday night, then please allow me to invite you to like this stream. I don't fat glazed. That's right. That's the best way. Yes. Yes, if you would like to like the stream, that is entirely your decision and should not be influenced by me in the slightest. Like the stream for Eugene, if not for me or yourselves. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm 6'2", so I've got the reach on you. Excuse me. What did I wear today? I wore Eau de Hermes today. I didn't get very good performance. I don't know if that's anybody else's experience. But the performance on Eau de Hermes was a bit shit, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it wasn't ideal. I smelled it for the first while, you know, for like the first hour or two. I may have become anosmic to it, but I must have reapplied it 2 or 3 times. Being a little bit upsetting. Was it? Perfume Snobs is not sure what they want to say. So they're just saying things and then deleting them. I'll get this sample of Dior Homme 2020. Yes, Perfume Snob it was. It was a vintage, it's the copper cap version. I've got a big 200ml bottle I bought off Modacia. And lo and behold, it did not perform that well. Which was upsetting, deeply. Wounded. I was wounded. Wounded. I wore Eau de Hermes last week. Similar experience. Not very popular of a tape, but I prefer a Peace Marine more. A Peace Marine is very similar to Eau de Hermes, isn't it? Very similar. It's more aquatic than lavender, you know, but apart from that, it's pretty much the same fragrance, like. Wounded. 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 Not wounded. There's a w in there. I have a feeling I may have made some mistakes, my friends. I think ombre leather might not be the best fragrance for late spring. Maybe early spring, you know, when it's still cool in March. Hello, Stephen Tampton. How are you? That reminds us, I still need to do my first impressions of Metallica by Guerlain, which Stephen sent me. Thank you. Juro says, what declaration yesterday? It reminded me of Eau de Hermes, but also of Chanel number 19 at times. I'm not sure how well I know Chanel 19. Little ombre leather, what next? Koros in the summer. Well, there is the Eau de Sport. I thought about wearing the Eau de Sport in the summer, but I decided against it. You know. Rare flank, a declaration cologne, says Tripler. Eau de Hermes reminds me of Jiggy, says Perfume Snobs. I got 14 diptyque samples for €30 today, says Spaced Out. That's quite good. I got 14 samples. That's like €2 each. It's not bad. I would have got them for nothing though, but then again, I get them when I purchase things. So I suppose if you bought the ones that you wanted, that's not a bad deal. Certainly a fucking hell of a lot better deal than Aswa Rinkin as fucking samples, I can tell you. I don't think many people are interested in hearing about that brand, which is a shame. But we don't make videos for views, not only views. We do it for the love of it. We do it for the sake of it. You know, we do it because I wanted to do it. That's why I fucking did it. I don't need any other justification than that, to be perfectly honest with you. It's actually a really good reason to do things, that. Here is my Jazz Prestige, a far superior fragrance to Jazz, in my humble opinion. Ramsey really likes his Jazz. I like Jazz Prestige more. Woof, that is nice. I hate that black top 2ml samples, you know, that stock stuff. Lots of brain matter buzz. That's really nice. I think that's quite ahead of its time as Jazz Prestige. You know? It's got a healthy dose of something, not aquatic, but not far off it. Oof. I want that jazz, although I adore classical music. Well, that's a piano keys, isn't it? That's the piano key bottle. Or the prestige version of the piano key bottle, anyway. I'm not sure about Givenchy Vetiver either. That's a dark vetiver. It's a smoky vetiver. It's much more in line with my really old version of Guerlain's vetiver, the one in the Baby Bell bottle, the eau de cologne, which was black. It was a black, smoky kind of beast. This one's not, like, I mean, Givenchy Vetiver is not a black smoky beast, but it's definitely that should definitely be in the autumn and winter rotation, I think. Oh, you are a dark bois. Bergamot Vetiver, coriander leaves Vetiver, sandalwood Vetiver. It's really good fragrance, this. Yeah, it is. It's dark. It's dark and people say rooty, but I don't get much root from vetiver. I just get this kind of dark and smoky outrageousness. Is the new Beau de Jour worth it? Comes to €130 even after 30%. Good Lord. I don't like the new one because it's got a fat amber wood in it, and I'm not a fan of the old amber wood. I'm taking some of these bottles out, ones that shouldn't be in the spring rotation. Wow, that vetiver's dark. Do you know I haven't touched Chalneux so far? A good little perfume, that. Any of you tried any Molten Brown? Yeah, I've got the Cuir de Russie, the Eau de Toilette. It's quite good. I might wear Sartorial tomorrow, even though I won't be Sartorial. Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw Varanus Rodari's latest Unlist video, but he was talking about the house of Mode Creation Munich. This house. Apparently they had two names before Mode Creation Munich, which was quite interesting. Had a guy's name, and then something else, and then Mode Creation Munich. So I found that quite interesting, considering I've got a few bottles of the old Success, which is fabulous. Yes, Tom Ford's signature line has quite surpassed some niche at this point, yes. They're a thieving bunch of bastards. This Success is tremendous, though. Absolutely it is. Oh, honey. Herby. A little bit of herbal honey. Honey, I shrank the herbs. Rich, any Antaeus Sport for sale? No, not for sale, mate. I believe there's a bottle at the back there that I'm going to wear this summer. So maybe after I've won it. Won't be cheap though, mate, I can tell you. I know how you like to get stuff cheap. That won't be cheap. Wow, Giro, it's quite a unicorn. Now, Cuir de Russie is Molten Brown, or is there another one also? There is quite a few. There's quite a few. Cuir de Russie. How long did Margie's stream go on last night? I left it after less than 1 hour. I have no idea. I have no idea, mate. I know Margie likes to do a big stream. We're a fan of Margie. I like Margie. Margie's been lovely with me. Always. She is a good lass, as we say in these parts. She is like 8 hours behind me though, so when she does a live, it's usually like when I'm going to sleep and like they're still going when I wake up. There was a bomber on the stream. Oh, what? A bomber? A bummer? Taste this week, chap. Yeah, 9 hours behind you, eh? Whew. It's a big shift, that, you know. It's a big fucking shift. It was lively and now deleted. Oh dear, they're the best ones, aren't they? I need to put up for sale my fucking my YSL Pour Homme. Well, my YSL Arrive Gauche Pour Homme. Not sure if I've actually got that up for sale. Oh, you know, like the Zoom Bomber or Troll. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Do I have this up for sale? Let's have a look here. I've got By Man up for sale, but I do not have my Arrive Gauche Pour Homme. Some flashed a full choke. Oh dear. Yes, my friends, I want Arrive Gauche Pour Homme, Stephs. You can buy this one if you want. It won't be cheap though, I can tell you. I think it's all right. I mean, the fucking prices it goes for are fucking batshit, like. But I'm selling that. I'm going through another wave of selling perfumes, I'm afraid. I don't think Arrive Gauche is that bad. You picked up more Antaeus. Good man. I'll tell you what else I'm going to be selling as well. Steph's, you're in the States. You need someone to mule it across for you. If you know anyone who's coming to England, let us know. Oof, excuse me whilst I hydrate. I feel they need to shrink the collection a bit so I can start wearing the stuff that I really, really love. Oris Tattoo 29. And more Patou, that'll set you back. Sell Parlemoir. I should do. I just don't know that anyone will buy it, to be honest with you. Plus, it's a very non-offensive fucking... It's a very non-offensive, easy to wear fragrance that I can just fucking... I can just put on anytime, any place, and everyone will think it smells nice. Tripler. What? Who's talking Tripler? I have 4 bottles of Versace Man. I would love your take on. What, you want us to give you a take on each one of them? A Versace Man. Do you know, I'm not entirely sure that I remember that. I remember Versace L'Homme, right? I remember The Dreamer. But I'm not sure I remember Versace Man. I remember Eau Fraiche. It smells of grape tobacco. That's outrageous. Grape tobacco. Where are you from? That's unusual. Sorry, friends, I've just been distracted Someone is sending me bargains on the internet. All you said is valid, Dirk, but you're going to get that chance over all your loved stuff. All you said is valid, Duck, but you're going to get that chance over all your loved stuff. I don't know what that means, mate. Timbuktu smells like Africa to me. Oh, you mean like Lynx Africa? Or just the continent? Because, I mean, it's a fucking big place, Africa, you know. It's fucking huge. Aha! A news has sent me. Ah, yes. Versace man. Thank you, Anuj. Anuj sorting me out with the inside knowledge. Timbuktu smells like a deep forest to me. But I will get something by them sooner or later. Sell me that sport. No. Give me £200 for it. And it hasn't got a lid either. Exotic fruit and spice of deepest Africa, says Tripler. I just don't see that. I just don't get that. What I get, right, from Timbuktu is this, right? Mango, Isoe Super, Tour de Hermes Sans Orange. Get Tour de Hermes, take out the fucking orange, replace it with mango, and you've got Timbuktu. Really what I should say is, take Timbuktu, replace the fucking mango with orange, and you've got Tour de Hermes, because Timbuktu came first, I believe. Well, Rabbit bids 500 on the Ante Sport. 7. I'll meet you in the middle. 700. Pounds sterling. Yes, friends, I'm trying to go through another wave. Another wave. Another wave of sales at the minute. I'm thinning the hood. Do you know, I'm selling Gucci Pour on one. I just don't like it. I like Gucci Pour on too. Absolutely I do. But I don't really care for just meh. I want to wear more stuff like Homme de Grey and fucking Roadster, Herrera for men, Jazz Prestige, Senzia Loewe, Success, all the stuff I love. Do you a swap? No. Unless you want to swap for money. RXL, welcome. I'm wearing vintage Gravitas Pour Homme. Vintage. It's not vintage because it's old, but it just smells like old pickle juice. I've smelled it. I've smelled Gravitas. I don't like orange, and there's a fucking fat orange note in it. I think it's quite pleasant, actually, apart from the orange. I just don't like orange. That's why, I mean, when was the last time that you saw us wearing Tour de Hermes? I actually like Tour de Hermes, so it's probably not the best thing to compare it to. But, no. I rarely wear it because it's got that orange in it. I should wear it tomorrow, shouldn't I? I'm just not an orange fan. I haven't smelled any of the other ones. Someone sent me an unsolicited an unsolicited sample of it a couple of years ago. No, I didn't say Jasmine Prestige. I said Jazz Prestige by YSL. Oh, you silly fuck. I wouldn't mind wearing my locks of tans as well, you know. I'm looking for a decent jasmine that's not too feminine. Have you tried Saracens by... Have you tried Saracens by Serge Lutens? Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Pradeep just sold his fucking 200ml vintage Fahrenheit. Oof. 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 I used to like Terre de Hermes, now I don't care about it. It's essentially just ISOE Super. It's very clever the way he's done it. It's like a big fat ISOE Super with these little speckles here. It's like he's just, you know, when they put fucking, you get like a cake and you put the icing on and they throw the fucking, the fucking bits, hundreds and thousands is what we call them in this country, but they're just like tiny little bits of sugar on the top, like coloured sugar, you know. Excuse me. That's kind of what Jean-Claude Elena does, you know. I'll tell you one thing about Gravitas though, I think he fucking nailed the price. I thought the price point was fucking sensational, like. Ooh. Saracens is killer too. I think Saracens is fucking fantastic. I'd love a proper bottle of that. Rich, do you have a Scotta Pour Homme EDP? Possibly. I think so. RXL says, I joke, of course, the new Gravitas and solid, but I can't get over the first 2 hours of orange. Orange puts me off almost everything. Like, has to be some, like, I like the other ones, like Mandarin and Clementine's quite nice. The orange, like straight up orange, like actual orange, just not for me, unfortunately. Where have I put that fucking perfume? There it is. Yeah, I've got a Scotta Pour Homme. I just don't know if it's the EDP. It's the one I smashed like a dick. Hello, not in the know. Just received the samples a couple of hours ago, so I need more time. It's very good. It's more fresh and aromatic than Barber Shop. Duck, do you have a Scotta Casual Friday? And if so, thoughts? I have had a couple of samples of it, thanks to Anuj. It's not worth the price point for me. I know Duncan loves it though. So if you speak to Duncan, Duncan knows it better than I do. So it might be worth asking Duncan what he thinks. You know? Oh, there he is. Welcome, Duncan. Rich, yours is the EDT. There we go. Just received this up, sorry. What am I looking for? I got a newer Loewe Pour Homme and it's still fantastic. Actually, would you believe I'm selling a bottle of that as well? I'm actually selling a bottle of Loewe Pour Homme. A splash version. I can't remember what size it is though. It's pre-barcode. I know that. I forgot to list that today. What size? 180ml. There you go. Selling this. The lid isn't very fucking clever. Alright. Inside and out, the little leather thing on the top's fucking come off. But there it is. I didn't realise. These bottles don't take up that much room, right? But they contain a lot of juice. This does contain a lot of juice. It's a 180ml bottle, this. Doesn't look like it. You know what I mean? But then I realised with like all my backups, plus this one, I've got nearly fucking... I've got like well over half a litre of this. Ah, it's fucking nice though. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just be more liberal with it, like. But it's very strong for a citrus. like a citrus aromatic cologne thing. You know what I mean? Potent. Whoa, buzz, says Floral Nuts. Did you listen to that Persile's recent live stream? Apparently the new Legend of Madobla is going to have 35% patchouli. Now that's a patchouli bomb. And Taste Sport, how many do you have? I don't know, 2 or 3. I think. Oh dear. 200 quid. At some point you're going to need a new house for the backups. Well, I've actually sold a lot of backups. I've sold a lot of Koros backups. I have sold... I've sold... Oh, Black Monday says, anybody ever tried Bally Masculine? I've actually got 3 10mm minis. Anoush Portel. I'm here to kiss button, chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. I hope you are a friendly troll. We will have to see. Because if you are not, I will not have you take the piss out of the man. Yes, do not come for my bro. Must have been raking it in with all these sales. Well, yes and no. I actually have... I have been raking it in, but it's also been going out as well. So obviously I've been buying new stuff, but what I really want to do is I'm buying less bottles. I'm spending more, so I'm buying like higher quality stuff. I'm trying not to put new money into the collection. I'm trying to just move stuff around. Black Monday says, what's your take on Bally Masculine? Good, bad, decent? Well, I'm going to do a video. I think it's decent. It's on the upper side of decent, between good and decent. I am man's best friend. Of course I am friendly. Let's see, shall we? One must not bite the hand that feeds. All I remember is I didn't like Versace Man, so I didn't buy it, says Duncan. Good way to do it when you're at the stage where you're at. All new purchases come from sales of current stash. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. I intend to make the collection better by shrinking it. While shrinking it, I say. Not by shrinking it, while shrinking it. And there's a lot more reasons to sell stuff than there is to keep a hold of it at the minute. You know, I don't just want to hoard stuff for the sake of hoarding it and selling it for 10 times the price in a few years. I would like other people to get like the opportunity to wear it. Hopefully they don't just hoard it like bastards. Or if they do hoard it like bastards, they intend to fucking keep it and use it. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to with fucking... But you'll notice I haven't sold any Balenciaga Pour Homme. Or any Smalto or any Pavarotti. None of the stuff that I fucking love. And I've been buying stuff like Patou Pour Homme, the original version of Azzaro Pour Homme. It's like that, you know. I'm trying to have enough of what I love so that I don't run out of it. I'm trying to sell off the stuff that I don't love. Since I'm in a particular position with my perfumes though, because I like mostly vintage and discontinued stuff, so I like to back it up, because if I use a bottle which I want to do with me bottles. I want to wear them. If I use them up and I want to wear them, then they're gone. Do you know what I mean? I can't just go to the store and buy a new one. There's a lot of hoarding bastards that will have the stuff end up in in estate sales. Yeah. Hello, Merchant Stream. Hello, man. How are you? RXL has a rolled up newspaper just in case a news portal gets out of line. Any takes on Davidoff Good Life, Duncan? I've actually got some Good Life. I've got some Good Life right here. I should really sell this off as well, because I never fucking wear it. But you're not allowed to. You are not allowed to list testers or not full bottles on eBay. So it's a bit of a cat, that funny bottle, really quite tactile actually. It's nice to hold. No, it's not nice to hold. It's nice to have in your hands. You know, if you've got both hands on it. It reminds me of that Laura Biagiotti one, the Roma bottle. Scentland did a review on it a few years ago. It's got that kind of like a Colosseum type thing going on. Good Life is nostalgic for me. Bought it right after high school. It's pretty damn good. It's a lovely creamy lime fragrance. I don't know how I feel about it in the highest of high heat. Green Valley incident was a Shakespearean tragedy. I was getting fucking hell for that off somebody in the comments of that video. That commented under my pinned comment, started giving us loads of jip. He might have had a good point with a couple of things that he said, actually, about us not being right about a couple of things. But I was like, you're being a prick. Do you know what I mean? You're being a sarcastic, condescending prick. So why the fuck would I be inclined to be like conciliatory with you or say that, you know, you might be right, mate, I'll think again, when you're trying to fucking basically make a tit out of us and being all superior and shit like that? I wasn't really in the mood for the cunt, like, you know? I mean, I'd just got one of the fragrances that I've always wanted and it fucking had turned, trying to tell me what I had smelled, you know? But what can you do? Everybody's got an opinion. Biagiotti Uomo, not Roma. Uomo was really good. Ah, is that the one I'm thinking of? Biagiotti Uomo. I had a mini of Good Life. Oh, I bet that was mint. I bet a mini of Good Life would be awesome. Imagine that bottle in tiny form. I had a mini of Good Life. Nice fragrance, very fresh and pleasant, but nowhere near worth the hundreds that people ask for on eBay. Again, it's a nostalgia fragrance. It's one of those fragrances. It's one of those fragrances that people wore in their teens, and now they are 25 years later in the high-earning years of their life, and there's a limited supply. And they've got the money, there's a short supply, by the laws of supply and demand, the price has gone through the roof. That is my theory. Sorry, I've just kicked you there. Shame Dave B isn't here now. He told me just started watching your streams, Mitch, says Bozza. Dave B is a good lad. Yes, he said hello. He said hello. Hello, Dave B, if you are watching. Probably a Creedhead brand sociopath. I think he might be, actually. I think he might be. He was telling me about fucking getting stuff certified by the fucking fragrance people in New York, the Perfume Society in New York, and he was telling us about this, that, and the other, and then he was like, "Oh, I've made a total fool of you, haven't I? I suppose you're going to block us and delete me comments now?" I was like, "No, I'm just going to call you what you are, you fucking cunt." You know what I mean? Don't need to block you or get rid of you. You're just a bellend. I bet he felt like a right twat when he found out that Creed were a fucking bunch of sham artists. I did say to him that I thought that Creed had never used, well, that Creed had, I'd sort of presented it as if it was fact, that Creed had never used real ambergris, and he was like, whoa, rabble. He was like, they did. It's been confirmed by fucking this, that, and the other. And I was like, maybe. But I don't really believe anything that Creed says, and I think I've got good reason to now. You weirdo. Boss One Sport is still worth the inflated prices. Boss Sport? The green bottle with the red cap. It's the same as that accusation that Zaharoff never used tobacco oil in their tobacco leather. You don't need to. People still believe the ambergris bullshit, says DJ. Well, this person certainly does. Oh, where is Margie, says Dushan. I don't know. California, probably. It's where she lives, isn't it? Boss Sport is one that had to be... that has eluded me. And Boss Sport, it's alright. It's not bad. I have tobacco and love it. I do like tobacco, actually. I think tobacco's really nice. I've got it. I bought it. It was... oh, fuck off. Oh, fucking bastard. There's Boss Sport. Honda Grey, you have been very naughty. Very bad indeed. Pavarotti, get in there with you. Nearly through that Pavarotti. Every time I fucking think I'm finished Pavarotti, I'm not. Do you know what I mean? Still quite a bit left in there. I really don't get the brand psychos. They defend all the fries to death like family, all masterpieces for them. I mean, good for them. If you're really fucking committed to a brand like that fucking Rafael Balarezzo shits the bed every time you say that Zerjov or shite. Do you know what I mean? He's a fucking weird cunt now. He got a proper beef with me because I sided with Peter when Peter said, Peter said that Roger Dove wasn't a real perfumer, and I was like, well, Peter would know. Peter's spot on. Peter's like, Peter doesn't lie. You know what I mean? He can be wrong, but he doesn't lie. And if Peter knows that about Roger Dove, then I believe Peter. You know? Raphael was like, you're friends with Peter. I was like, yeah. He was like, why? He says Raphael's not a real... he says that fucking Roger's not a real perfumer. I was like, well, I'm fucking inclined to agree with him. And he was like, I hate you, man. And I was like, shut up. Fucking weird fucker. George said he asked Claude Dare and he said tobacco oil doesn't exist. I guess that means he used it. I don't even know. I have no idea. Yes, Timber. There was a Fragalanche, you're right. Hasn't been one for a couple of weeks, I don't think. Who is this charlatan? Tripler, who is this charlatan? That's that Raphael, that shagging fucking Titty McGee. What's she called? Fucking Erica. He's a fucking right weapon. I'd just like to point out that I hated that fucker before he was shagging that bird. Some people say he is robbing the cradle. I like to think that she's robbing the grave. Peter who? Peter Carter of what's he called? What is the brand? called now? Centauri. Jesus, don't tell Peter I said that. Duncan, I have 2 bottles. Send me a message via WhatsApp if you use it. I can put you 2 in touch again as well, if you just want to talk. Oh, bad news. I bought a vintage bottle of Monodiorio's Queer. I bought a vintage bottle of Monodiorio's Queer off someone in Lithuania. And it got shipped and then it got returned to the fucking sender at the border. They found it and they returned it to him. And he was like, And he was like, mate, I'm sorry. I was like, oh, that is upsetting. And he was like, as soon as I get it back, he was like, I'm going to bring it to, he says, I'm coming to Britain. He says, I'm coming to Britain in like the middle of June. So if you can wait, he was like, I'll just post it when I'm in England. I was like, happy days. Steph says, Raphael, a douchebag, Eric, a dumb as a doornail. I mean, I agree with the Raphael, but I don't know fucking Eric, or I don't care either. I mean, from what I've gleaned, and I mean, I wasn't really paying fucking much attention, but apparently she's just in it for the fucking PR lists and the subscribers and the male cucks, basically. But I know a thing or two about Raphael, I'm just going to hold that back until if he sticks his fucking nose up in the air, you know. Just know that it was nothing from my side and it was all him projecting his angry little fucking whatever it is problems that he's got. Fucking snitch. Thanks, Praddy. My point being, material doesn't have to be in the formula for it to be in the name. I think there are a lot of fragrances that do that. Well, yes, almost every single fragrance that's called oud doesn't have oud in it. It's no Limbanol or fucking Amber Woods or fucking any of these other things. You know? What was the damage? It was 180 euros. It was fucking cheap for a vintage one of them, you know. You see them going for twice and 3 times the price, you know. I'm always worried about ordering from Eastern Europe. Russia's the worst one, Jesus. Russia, you can't buy anything from Russia. It's a fucking nightmare, mate. Floral Note says he's here watching, no worries. I don't know which one you're talking about, but whoever it is, hello. Doesn't Rose and Queer have like no rose, but has rose in its title? I think they used the geranium, wasn't it? Hubigant has a new tobacco fragrance by Antoine Lee. I want to try their patchouli. Steph says, share this Raphael stuff, Doug. I will when the time's right, don't worry. I'm just saving it for when he fucking pipes up. And he starts talking shit, gets on his high horse. And he's got too much to lose to start talking fucking shit, him, believe me. Or more shit than he's been talking, anyway. I want to try Monodiorio Vanille. I think Pep gave it a nice review. See, I'm not a big fan of vanilla, so I didn't like it. To be honest with you, the leather is probably the only one referring to Centauri Flub. Well, hello, Peter. How are you? I hope Peter finds what I'm looking for. But yeah, the Monodiorios, the Queer was immense. The rest of them, not so much. I am going to go and dehydrate, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There shouldn't be any boys and girls in here, but you know. I'll be back in a minute. 2 minutes. Aha! Here's me. Oh. Once again, friends, I have returned to you from the deepest bathroom. Oof. Let's have a look. What am I doing? There it is. What's the chat saying? Queer has a bit of barbecue. Yes. It has a very smoky. It has a very smoky kind of vibe. I get what you're saying when you say barbecue. I don't get the meaty aspect, but I do get the whole other aspect, like the smoky bit. You know? Oof. You know, I've drank a fucking shitload of water today. My friends, a shitload of water. There must be something wrong with me. Fucking drinking so much fucking wet. I won one of Dior Queer last night and I'm finally warming up to it. Absolutely hated it the first time I sprayed it. Stick with it. Duncan says almost finished that Pavarotti. It's fucking nearly gone, mate. Look at that. It is nearly gone. You eat salty food, Rich. I'm fucking starting to think I must. I'm so wary of leathers, Deuce. Love a good one, but I don't like 99% of leathers out there. Who is Raphael, the snitch? Famous, it's like the wine in the Bible that never ran dry. A bottle of Pavarotti looks like Luciano Pavarotti. That's the idea, mate. Anyone have any thoughts on Roger Regale Vetiver EDC? No, but apparently they're a very good house. I had open, or I had one of the opens, maybe open black. I had open something. And it was very good, but I give it to Richie G because I was never going to wear it. I thought it smelled a bit like burning barbershop. Finally, I've received and been wearing Cartier's Roadster, says Splinter. Great recommendation, Rich Mitch. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Do you know which Malto Smalto to go for? I say there's two bottles online, the see-through one and the black one. No, but I'm hoping a Noosh could help us. That is a very topical fucking question. Which one is which? Which one's the older one and which one's the newer one? Anuj, do you know? Are you still here? Bathroom for skanky fragrances, the living room for the masterpieces. Paroli says, first time I wore Queer, I thought I had gotten a fake. I did not believe someone would wear that. Then I got an official sample from the brand. Using my 4711 Awakening Woods as a car freshener. Excellent performance, says Tripler. Why is Cartier Roadster so good in your opinion? Never smelled it. Well, it's a designer fragrance, so it's actually got this kind of designer vibe to it, right? Can't explain it to you. It just does, right? But it's like got this kind of cross between this green citrus, fresh apple mint thing, and then through the vetiver it dries down into this patchouli, right? Which it almost like mint choc chip with, imagine having an apple, right? And then eating the apple and then washing it down with some mint choc chip ice cream. It kind of does that. It's fresh, it's creamy, it lasts all fucking day. It used to be a fucking sensational price when perfumes used to be decently priced, right? And fucking now it's just bonkers. Plus, I've got a scent association with it from like when I was like 22, 23, 24, which is like one of the best times of your life. Excuse me, whilst I hydrate, if you will. I'm a leather fan, but a lot of shit. Yeah. At the Tom Fords. DJ, have you tried Peau d'Espagne? Not yet. Prodip says many newer blokes consider Falcon leather the best. Many blokes are wrong. I have got a sample set which I've been threatening to fucking. I've been threatening to. What have I been threatening to do? Jesus. To do my next first impression series on. And I've just never got round to it yet. I should do it. It's probably because I secretly don't want to, because they're fucking awful. Anyway, good night, Devon Cross. Thank you for coming. Jesus, terrible, terrible perfumes. It shouldn't exist, I know, it's awful. It's a complete money grab by what's his fame? By what's his name? Patchouli Dust, the one I haven't tried yet, by Panadora, but Rampton speaks highly of it. I've only tried Encens Suave Meh. Jura Rose really likes that. He says it's really good from a perfumer standpoint. I was like, well, I'm not a perfumer and I think it's shite. Sorry about that, mate. Ah, yes, there's a Sultan Pasha Curious. Tell you what, I've still got this sample of fucking Sacred Scarab, you know. I am drawn to Sacred Scarab. It's a very good fragrance. So News, you say that the solid black bottle is the one to go for. I'll remember that. Aurélien Guichard, that's right. Peau d'Espagne by Aritzia Legrand is a lighter version of that leather. The one by Santa Maria Novella is heavier with outrageous longevity. Sultan Pasha, if I never hear that brand again. Deb has been speaking about it for weeks. Yes, he has, bless him. He's been rather taken with that brand, has he not? Oh, fuck. Right, friends. If anybody... I've asked this at the beginning, I will ask in the middle, and I may ask once before the end. If you are inclined towards liking streams, this stream in particular, it would go down a treat. I would be appreciative, I would be happy. I've just got a whiff of incense rose out of completely fucking nowhere. But yes, if you would like to like the stream, you may. I don't want to keep asking. But, yes. Thank you. This has been a public service request. What's Boz saying? You don't fucking like anything I like, bitch. What the fuck? Well... Don't have shit taste in perfume, Boz. Of course, you could say the same thing to me. I'm only joking. What I'm saying is that even though I don't like anything you like, doesn't mean you can't be here. And this is the joy of the perfume. And there's no necessarily right and wrong answer. Portal, be a good boy and lick the stream. Be a good boy. I knew that was a roller coaster of emotions. Thank you, good sir. Hold on, I'm just going to ask my mother to do us a favour. Give us a second. Well, I hate everything you like. In fact, I haven't tried most of the stuff there. I mean, you're not as into perfume as... I mean, you're into perfume, but you're not like as far down the rabbit hole as I've got. You're not down the same rabbit hole, really. That's probably a better way of putting it. Does Santos Concentrate smell the same as the original? Yes, but there's more to it. It's denser, it's thicker, it's richer, and yes, but it's slightly different. But it is elementally the same. One moment, please. Big 5 litre bottle down there. Big 5 litre bottle. And you fill it up when you come up, please. asking my mum to provide hydration for me when she comes back upstairs, which she has very kindly agreed to do. I'll stick with Concentrate Santos then. Well, if you've only got one, and it's the Concentrate, yeah. Any thoughts on Trussardi Uomo? I sold mine to Ramsey. I wasn't a fan. I just didn't like it very much, to be honest with you. You know, it's not my thing. Boss, it's okay, your nose is not there yet. Someone who thinks they're so funny and cool. Who started this saying lick the stream? Could be me. I've noticed a bit of Royal Secret Concentrate about. Does anyone have experience with it? Montiel, I've never heard of it. I imagine Ramsey's heard of it though. I don't know why. Is Montiel an old brand or a new one? Alan Hansen, welcome to you. As it's Memorial Day here in the States, I'll express my appreciation to anyone here for his or her service. My nose is not there yet. Where? Liking pretentious stuff? Perfume in and of itself isn't pretentious. It's the people around them that are pretentious. Like, we can all come off pretentious about certain things. You know? It's kind of the way humans are a bit. Well, we can try and not be pretentious, but... delicious peaches here now, says Pradeep. Wish someone would make a proper, fresh, realistic peach scent opposed to overdone chypras. Patchouli Magnetic's got a bit of a peach note in it, but I don't necessarily think it's a photorealistic peach. You would have thought Guerlain would put a peach together in the Aqua Allegoria line, wouldn't you? You'd think that would be fertile territory for the old Aqua Allegoria line. Evening, Andrej. Evening, Rich in the chat. Parfum d'Empire Eau de Glory. How are you finding it? There's a lot of talk about it. Even DJ is excited about it. I didn't care for Trussardi Uomo. There's an old sardine oil smell at the top. Fish market skank. There's something about it. Something like there's an oily aspect to it that I don't like. Like an acrid black kind of, you know, like an oil black acrid something about it I don't like. One of those, it was Young Cossack. Or was it Young Cossack that did one of those Anna's Zwarikina? Sorry. One of them today had a fucking outrageous vibe to it that I did not care for. I don't know how to put this. I want to say mind your own business, but that sounds harsh. My nose has gone through enough transformation already, thank you. I want to say mind your own business. The aldehcides in Trussardi are frightening to me, says Tripler. And Callie Lyon says, not to be pretentious, but Memorial Day is for those who have died in war. Veterans Day is to honour all those who serve. Sorry to be a jerk. That's 2 military days a year. We've got one. We've got Remembrance Sunday and the 11th of November, which is Armistice Day, in which everybody is asked for 2 minutes at 11 minutes past 11 on the 11th day of the 11th month to shut up for 2 fucking minutes, because there are people who have fought and died so that you might be able to fucking do so. 2 minutes a year, that's all. I think you may be referring to a new version they released in a different concentration, Rich. Of what? Buzz, you like fragrances that does not align with this channel? Says Steps. Even though Buzz's business is all over YouTube, it's damn business stuff. Says Tripler. Anna Karenina is still my favourite Anna from Russia. Anna Zorinkina, I don't know if that she's from Russia. She lives in Slovakia. Oh, the glory. I might be talking about a different one then. Maybe it's you who are too blinded by this pretentiousness that you cannot appreciate other stuff. Sorry, but just thinking it. I did used to appreciate it. I just changed. You know what I mean? I just changed. I used to own Dylan Blue. I used to own... What else did I used to own? I used to own Bogarts. I used to own Acqua di Gio Profumo, which was fucking awful. This is him, which was good, but it wasn't getting any play. Like, I was never wearing it, you know? I gave a lot of these fragrances away. Like, to this day, I wouldn't still wear them. Like, I never think about these fragrances now they've gone. You know? Evening, Tim Wilcox. Duncan is going to wear Rude Elements by Kerosene today. Have you tried Rubini H-Ducks? No, I haven't heard good things about them, to be honest. Boz is God, but God is dead. Kevin, how are you? I hope you are well. Oh, Wesley Garlic, welcome to you as well. Getting all the Americans, I forget it's a day off today, isn't it? If I streamed later, I might get more people watching the stream. Who knows? Like I said before, not necessarily doing it for the views. I'm doing it because I must speak. I've only heard Maria Meloria talk of Rubini. What's the bad word about it? I think DJ was shitting on them. If he hasn't, he might have been shitting on different brands. He shits on most brands, to be fair. But we'll see. Maybe I will try them. Was it Rubini? Fragrance Journey popped in before. And I'm not sure that I acknowledged him. I beg your pardon. I am sorry, Robert. Rubini is pretty good from what I've smelled, says Pep. Welcome, Pep. But no, I haven't tried them. I shall try and dig them out, see how much the samples go for. Money is dead. Boz is God. God is dead. Boz is money. I was going to say God is money there, but they would come for us. Currently eyeing a bottle of Rubini Fundamental. I think they're pretty exciting perfumes, says Benji. Welcome to you, Benji. You can get Rubini samples at Saint Celier. Their race car fragrance in Nuvolari was interesting. Yes, Rich God is money. Remember George Carlin? I do remember George Carlin. Well, I don't remember him, but I'm aware of him. Do you know what I mean? Fundamental was too much for me. Loved it for a while, but then it just went on for too long. Sure, he's lying. Both Savapi is amazing. I don't know what these things are. Oof. Kevin is wearing Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum. I am shocked. I am mortally wounded to hear that. I'm beside myself. Oh, you fucker. Get up. There we are. I don't know what to do with this shocking news. I'm shocked to my very core. Yes, friends, if you would like to drop your scent of the day into the chat, that would go down well. Pepper's wearing Chanel's boy. Today I wore Eau de Hermes, the copper cap. And performance was lackluster, friends. Performance was lackluster. It wasn't great. I had to reapply a few times. It was a bit meh. Atelier Lumiere for Kelly. Bogway OE for Fosco. Jiggy for Micah Shoemaker. Like I said, I am in Eau de Hermes. It's not a big performer, Tripler, you're right. Yesterday I wore Incense Rose by Tower. That is a mistake I shall not make again. Not because the fragrance is bad, the fragrance is great, but it's a rose for the winter. EL Arquiste for Juro. Acqua di Gio Profumo is actually really well-made functional perfumery. It can be well-made and still smell terrible. I would say it smells terrible. I just hate it. So I should really announce that. You know? Like, I don't like it. If somebody else likes it, fair play to them. And a lot of people do. You know? A lot of people really, really like it. And fair play to them. Somebody left today a comment on my Uncut Gem video simply stating, I'm still going to buy it. And I was like, fucking better you than me, mate. Godspeed. And he was like, love it. And I was like, fair play to you. I'm happy for you. Really, I am, my friend. I hope you wear it and you love it. But if I ever smell you, I'll kick you in the shin. You motherfucker, you. All of that anti-lobbying, you failed. Yes, one person bought it. To be fair, I like that person's style, though. You know? I like that person's style. You go out there, you look for videos to back up your burgeoning confidence in buying a perfume, you know? And then along comes me with my Uncut Gem video, which is the anti-purchase video. And somebody drops it, I'm still going to buy it in the comments. Fair fucking, it's the type of thing I would do. Fair fucking play to you. I like your style. It's definitely overpriced. It's fucking woeful. It's a terrible perfume. Oof. Pardon me. Sorry. Finally sampled Naomi Goods. I thought Cuir Velour was very good. What did you think of Iris Cendre, though? And Bois d'Assis, they're the two I've got. Iris Cendre's fabulous. It's already at discounters for like 40% off. I'm surprised it's not more, to be honest. It's fucking shite. It's one of the worst perfumes I've smelled in years. It really is very terrible. I actually think Acqua di Gio Profumo is a better perfume than it. You know? Profumo is a better fucking perfume than that. And Profumo's rotten. Uncut Gem is €325 and there's a price increase coming soon. Oh, it's foul. Like, and I've tried it since that video, you know. I've tried it since. It's fucking shit. It's so bad. It's hideous. Like, the cheek of them. Charging them prices for that. It's terrible. How do they sleep at night? You know what I mean? Excuse me. I would kick them in the shin. I am harsh that way. Sorry. I felt the need to hydrate straight from the bottle there. Even though there's a cup full right next to us. Uncut Gem is retailing for close to 500 Canadian. Dear Lord. I think we wanted to help out Maurice by overdosing the captive ambrosinide. Uncut Gem, does it smell like smegma? No. Doesn't smell like a potent willy. Doesn't smell like a potent willy at all. It smells shit. It just smells like all the worst facets of all the most boring perfumes you can think of. How did I describe it? Imagine standing at the fucking Francis Curtijon counter, right? With all the air that goes on around that counter, you know, all the smells, everybody spraying all the different Curtijons. And then somebody walks past you and they are wearing Eau Sauvage. That's what Uncut Gem smells like. It smells like diffuse Francis Curtijon fragrances with a slightly more potent Sauvage note. It's shit. Fair play to you if you're going to buy it and if you like it. I'm happy for you. I'm worried about you, but I'm happy for you. Dear God. What a day. What's going on here? Aha. Yeah. It's a funny world we live in. Synthetic citrus with musk smells familiar. Smells shocking. From the brand that brought you Musk Ravageur and Portrait of a Lady and Music for a While and French Lover comes fucking Uncut Gem, which is fucking awful. It's a Jean-Paul Gaultier marketing campaign as well. Like, fucking, if he hadn't already sold the brand, you'd be thinking he'd be getting ready to sell it. You know? And Fleur de Cassis gets ignored as always. I fucking hate that. I don't like that fragrance. I really like Music for a While though. How long? Music for how long? Who knows how long? It's a while though. So that other scent by Ropion for the other brand is better than Portrait of a Lady. I mean, bloody hell, mate, you're going to have to knock it down. He's created a lot of fragrances. You can't be saying thought that other scent by Ropion for that other brand. Like, he's done a lot of fragrances for other brands, man. Iris Ukiyo is genius. Took me years to come round to it. Le Nuit Astia de Velite. I'd like to smell that. Iris Ukiyo is genius. Mate, send me the name of that. Send me that name. Les Nuits Astia de Velite. Fuck me. Les Nuits Astia de Velite. With Duck, it's either rated or shite. There is no middle ground. There are some all right fragrances, but what I tend to do is, right, I try to put things into things that I want to own and everything else, so I can concentrate. Maybe that's just me in my mind, my tiny mind. That is just the way I work, my tiny duck brain. That is how I filter stuff. You've got a point. Absolutely you do. All right. Oh, everybody wants this, but nobody's got it. It was released last year. Where do I find this? Turkish rose, damask rose, iris, patchouli. That sounds fucking lovely, to be fair, mate. Where are we finding this? Can I get samples of this? Rich, please send at least a 10ml decant of Derby to Ramsey. He's got it. Not the vintage I've got. I love most of the Hermes essence. Ooh. Rich, please send at least 10 mils. I will do nothing of the sort. What if they seize it? It's a funny world we live in. By the way, do you want to know how I got these bottles? I get that reference, Pat Lester. I get that reference. No, but I know how you got these. That's very good. But your thoughts on other things can be very nuanced. Ooh, the psychology of duck. Fascinating. Yes. It's because I've sort of set myself up to filter things as things that I think are good enough to buy, and things that I don't. And everything I don't, I just say shite. Rich, check your WhatsApp. I know I got the notification, don't worry. I've got that link, don't worry. Why is Galen sending me fire emojis? Maybe matte cap. I wouldn't mind trying the matte cap version of Portrait of a Lady. I've heard that shit's meant to be fucking magnificent, like. I don't get the hype of Portrait of a Lady on Musk Ravageur. I don't get Musk Ravageur. I do understand the whole thing around Portrait of a Lady. It must have been pretty outrageous when it came out. Pretty different. LDE is better than Portrait of a Lady. It certainly is now. I can't speak for the old one, but the new one, Deleur Exquise. I do find the sales pitch for Portrait of a Lady. This bottle has 400 roses in it, which has virtually nothing oil-wise. Yes. I want to try Old Musk Ravageur. I have tried vintage Musk Ravageur, nothing outrageous. La Deleur, excuse me. Buzz says, I have been in a rather special mood lately. Been having some stressful time. This is why I've been more argumentative than usual. My apologies. It's alright. Musgrave is almost a quarter of a century old now. Yeah, I know. It's a fucking frightening prospect, that, isn't it? Nearly 25 years away. Or, I mean, 23 years away from fucking the millennium. How did that happen? I was 14 when the millennium happened. Notation du parfum. Tripler, I don't believe in that shite. God bless you, Duchamp. It's almost a quarter of a century old. Someone explain to me, Nishane, why does this brand make what they believe are perfumes, chemical weapons? Doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. It matters that they sell perfume, so they obviously appeal to some cohort of people that think their stuff's good. I loved Sultan Vetiver. Loved it. And then after fucking half an hour, 45 minutes, the amberwood kicks in, and then that's all it is. That's all it is for the next fucking 12 hours. You know what I mean? Oh. Sorry, I just had to go and close the curtains there. I don't want the flies getting in. They'll see this. They'll see the ring light and think, "Ooh, tasty." But my ring light is not tasty. My ring is not for you, flies. Oh. Yeah, DJ, they just don't have patience. I really think people need to go beyond portrait and music and Musk with Mal to discover the good stuff. Monsieur's good. I've fucking struggled with it for a while, though. Still do a bit. Nishane became an influencer brand of sorts, says Micah. It did. Apparently. They were telling people not to, They were telling people not to tell their audiences that they received a free bottle. Pradeep, people are incapable of exploring for themselves, says DJ. They just follow what other people say and pat themselves on the back. Okay, time to go. Bye, guys and girls, says Boz. See you later, Boz. Have you tried Ambra Calabria from Nishane? I haven't. Hachivat is a chemical mess. Everything will be fine, Boz, says Trotler. Hachivat is obnoxious. If there is something I'm the least interested in, it's an event. If there's something I'm the least interested in, it's Aventus clones, says Spaced Out. Hachivat is artificial oak, more Super Siam is natural. Julian Raskin is seemingly doing fragrances for every niche house now. I wouldn't care. I used to think he was fucking brilliant until he started fucking carpet bombing us with fucking Amber Max. You know what I mean? Amber would. Amber wouldn't. Nobody ever talks of the Nishane action. What's it called? Africa Oliphant. Ooh. I told you, Mitch. What did you tell me, DJ? You can tell a sentence made by him because they all dry down the same. Ah, yes. Didn't used to, though. I thought he had loads of promise. But his shit's fucking fucked now. Raskin made Irisandra. That was a while ago, though. That was a long time ago. You know? I've actually got a backup bottle of Irisandra. DJ is wearing tobacco boo. Africa Oliphant. It's an animalic beast, is it not? It's a nasty, musky little number. My fan is over there making strange noises, and if it dies 3 days before June, I may very well follow it. Do you know what I mean? I'll be very upset. Ooh. DJ, I think you would quite like Young Cossack by Anna Zwarinkina. Bloody weird. Very weird. DJ got a shout out in my video today. Sleep in the bathroom, always cool in there. Not here, it's not. Duncan says I need Antaeus Sport. I've got Antaeus Sport. Not parting with it, like. Paolo says that ribbed bottle of vetiver is beautiful. It certainly is, and it's my favourite version of the scent. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Bollocks. There we have it. I want to wear this Tino Cosma. This has got I think this has got Calhoun in it or something like that. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Been busy moving shit around before my trip. DJ's a tough customer. Props for that, says Tripler. Fragalanche, yes, that's right. From which year is that vetiver? Let's have a look. This is a 2002. 2F01. It's fucking glorious. I think this is the best one. It's dry. It's dry. It's... I wouldn't say powdery. It's very clean and fresh, dry kind of thing. Have one of those beauties, says Micah. I sold the rib bottle, got swampy on me. Interesting. I won't slam it without trying. Though Guerlaina's in my bad books these days. They're fucking shit these days. It's less lemony than the current, yeah. It's more vetiver top heavy. I think the gold cap one might be my favourite version. But I prefer this one. I don't know. I don't know. Getting a peaty quality from it, says Maria. It's more grassy, earthy. Yeah. Good evening, Manly Sense. How are you? Manly Sense, have you ever tried this Tino Cosma? This Tino Cosma? If you have, what did you think? You're never staying there, are you, you fucking badly behaved bastard? Get perfume. Where is those two perfumes I was going to put in the thing? Ugh. Good evening. No tripler, it's like vetiver fermented with EDT. Nope, you're the first person I've heard mention it, says Manly Sense. I'm surprised. People should try Monsieur Lanvin Vetiver, says DJ, who is incidentally selling a bottle. I have it in the gas-propelled bottle tripler. have you seen the announcement that Luca Turin and Tanya Sanchez have thrown in the towel in fragrance reviewing as they don't like anything new at all? Yes. Fucking melodramatic, fucking flouncy prick. I got the Octagon Splash Ball, says Tripler. Itasca by Luban and Vetiver de Luban are great. Nobody talks about them. I smelled the... Oops, that's Metallica gone flying. Luca Turin was funny how he made a lot of people mad. He just took himself too seriously. I might wear this tomorrow, although it might be a little thick. Andres, tell them about it. That Luban Vetiver was quite cheap at 125ml and nowhere to be found now, says Juro. Rouge de Luban, rare and mysterious beast, says Tripler. Ooh, spooky. A rare and mysterious beast. What is my Serge Luton doing? Behave thyself. Some of his comments made no sense, like calling Dior fruity or 5 stars for many Estee Lauder. I just don't get it. He just wanted to be fucking... He just wanted to be different. He just wanted to make himself sound clever. I'm not surprised that he doesn't like anything new, though, because everything new coming out now shit, basically. Very rarely will you get yourself a niche brand doing something interesting, you know. It's almost as if every fragrance has been fucking made. Oops. Sorry, friends, just giving you a little clean, you filthy bastards. Dirty, sexy bastards. Ah. Dior Homme is not fruity at all. Got any fruit from it? Nah, nothing like that. Or Twilly is best men's fragrance. Luca Contraire, more like. Have you tried Basala, DJ? I don't think so, Tripler. Some of his comments, sorry, I've read that. I've read a bunch of Luca crap, and I've agreed maybe 3 times, even then he gets it wrong. Great leather. What's a great leather? The Basala. I think I had the chance. In fact, I think I might have a bottle of Basala coming. Maybe. I forgot what I've bought off this French man in Japan. But I paid for it today, and it wasn't fucking cheap. Kanga, welcome to you. Anyone try Guerlain Ideal Platine Privé or the Habit Rouge Privé? Oy, no. Well, someone will have, but I haven't. I'm sure. I've tried a few Shiseido. These days I generally stray off vintage as I stopped caring. Sashka has a nice peach product by a Rouge Privé leathery take on the OG. I tried a few Serge Lutens. Some feel watered down, including Feminité Dubois. Fortunately, I have the Shiseido, which is fucking immense. And I've got about 100ml of it. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a really good cedar as well, by the way. This is Tumulte by Christian Lacroix. Don't pay high prices for it. It's plum and cedar. It's a bit of a... Is it a plum and cedar or a black currant and cedar? It's something in cedar. Cedar note, and it's brilliant, though. As a cheapie, it's fabulous. As not a cheapie, it's not fabulous. Yeah, it's plum. Juniper berries, bay leaf, cedar, plum, sandalwood, violet, geranium, patchouli, labdanum. Mental. Oh, a good little fragrance, this. But fuck me. How much do you want for it? At 100 mil? Somebody wants $290 for 100 mil sealed. Fuck off. You buy that, you're a pervert. Don't do it. Schofield type behaviour, that. The dirty shit. He should be getting arrested. I tried a few surgery tons, some feel watered down, some are different, a lot of people aren't, but who will lie to themselves and pay madness. Do you like Rouge Privé? Well, check it out, Duncan. Also, are you behind? You are behind? Well, it is a sheep rat, so I'm not sure if you'd want to hear about it. I have some Feminine de Bois from Surgery Ton in the white label, and Chergy Black, still like them. Oh dear. Well, we are entering the last 5 minutes, friends. How do we feel? Do we feel well? Do we feel good? Do we feel bad? What's going on? How are we? Feelings on Ambra Rousse, says Fosco. Sweet. Very sweet. I struggled with it. I would love to love it, because it's got its like merits, but struggling with that. Like, very sweet. Lick the stream if you are good boys, says Pradeep. But I do believe they are. But I believe when you say they're watered down, unfortunately, says Pulp Ephemeral. We feel very good. Do you like Floris Elite? Pass. I don't know. Maybe. Amber Roos is disgusting, says DJ. Like the stream if you are good boys, says Prodi. And Queer Ottoman is boring. Amber Roos is one of the biggest ambers. Boozy, I don't know about the current. A lot of the other stuff is great though, says DJ. I love Queer Ottoman, DJ, that buttery, leathery iris, says Paolo. Queer Ottoman is very good for that cheap price. I don't like it, says DJ. DJ shocking everybody to the core by not liking a perfume. Oh, it's warm in this house. The perfumer's strongest works are in his nature takes, says DJ. A lot of Serge Luton is too sweet for me, says Pont de Bon. Azamore, Lacry, Vetiver Bourbon were the standouts for me. I liked Vetiver Bourbon, but it went very quiet, very quickly on me, and I didn't want to pay that price. I don't want to pay that fucking price for a fragrance that lasted an hour. that I could smell for an hour. You know what I mean? Bit of a bourbon could have less ambrette ideally, says DJ. Agreed on the nature part, DJ, says Fosco. Kanga says, have you tried the new Dior Riviera? No, but I imagine it's shit. Prodip says they're at discounters here. Which one? You must love rock and roll to appreciate queer Ottomans, says DJ. Says Dushan, I beg your pardon. To back to Boo and Curiosa Forsica. Parfums d'Empire. Which? Yeah, but which discounter are they available at? They're not available at discounters in this fucking country, I know that. DJ's got Eau de Glory on the way. Thoughts on Vert de Bois? Vert de Bois, you mean the Serge Luton? Vert de Bois? There's a no discount of Beauty Now in Netherlands. Oh, I know that one. Is that MCM success? It certainly is. There's no discounter that has them. There is in Holland, apparently. Beauty Now, I think I've heard of that one. It's a shame we're not in the fucking EU anymore, isn't it? Vert de Bois, I think Vert de Bois. But Vert de Bois was alright, but my favourite of the green ones was Vert d'Anson. Vert d'Anson was brilliant. Paolo says, trivia, do you know why Dior reformulated the entire Privé? Yeah, it was to get the Chinese. They were trying to target consumers with money. The Chinese, yeah. The Chinese just don't have a big fragrance like culture at all. Same with the Japanese. They just want to smell of nothing. Bert de Bohem. Famous YouTuber, the crop on Narcissus changes every year. Hello, Rich. Imagine taking the helmet, Dion, producing a stream of shit. MFK better produce a couple of gems at least. I imagine he'll make something that'll sell. Right, friends. Time for me to go. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you very much for liking, subscribing, donating, for talking to me. Had a lot of people watching tonight. I do appreciate it. You are all very kind. It has been a good stream. I have enjoyed it. If you care to leave a like on the way out, I would appreciate it. If that's what you're into. I don't like asking. I feel like I've asked loads tonight. I don't like asking. There. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. I will see you all again soon. Bye.